Welcome to Bryant Wilson Coffee. I'm Bryant, otherwise known as Panama B7 on Instagram, and this is Coffee Talk Saturday. This is the third episode of Coffee Talk Saturday. I promised that we wouldn't be in the studio today, and guess what? We're not in the studio today. We're in my garage. Well, today is kind of hot. It's in the 90s right now, and the humidity is above 60% as far as I know. It just finished raining. It kind of drizzled, so that tells me that the humidity level is over 50%. So today, because it's so hot, I've had my coffee this morning. I had a Americana, and that was made with some freshly roasted Sumatra, which I did roast on Wednesday. I didn't record that roasting session. It was pretty hectic day Wednesday, and I had to squeeze in roasting a couple of 100 grams of coffee as fast as I could between work and other activities. So I didn't get a chance to record it for you, but I will be recording the next upcoming roast, and that'll probably be coming in a couple of days. So maybe you'll have that video midweek. Today, I don't have any guests with me, unfortunately. The two guests that I tried to get lined up for you, they kind of bailed out. Some buddies from Starbucks, one's a barista. I did talk to the young man, and I asked him a simple question. I asked him, has business been the same post 2020 pandemic? And he said no. He said actually the business, at least at his local Starbucks, hasn't really returned to pre-pandemic volume levels. So he said they get busy, but they don't get as busy, not nearly as busy as they did before the pandemic, before 2020. So looks like we've got a little ways to go before retail coffee establishments like Starbucks start to return to normal. So in talking today on Coffee Talk, I did want to bring up that I participated in my buddy Hoon Choi's live stream on Instagram today. And we talked about a couple of subjects. We talked about portafilters, the IMS 18 to 22 gram portafilter basket. We talked about that. And we talked about a couple of other things, mostly pertaining to YouTube and Instagram and how the viewership is going on each platform. So if you want to look at that video, you just look up Hoon Choi, or actually, I'm sorry, you look up Hoon, Hoon, coffee, Hoon's Coffee. I think he's got an S on that. So you just look that up, and you will find him on Instagram. He's also on YouTube. And but you'll find a live stream that I participated on his Instagram reel for today. And a shout out and much appreciation to you, Hoon, for having me on today. So this is going to be a really, really, really short episode of Coffee Talk Saturday. I'm still waiting for some responses in the comments to last week's questionnaires that I posed to you. So if you're viewing this and you haven't viewed last week's episode 2, please go back and review that episode and leave some comments. It was about a 20-minute episode, a little more than 20 minutes. But if you want to just fast forward through, you'll pick up some of the questions that I asked. And if you can leave your responses in the comments, that'll be appreciated. It'll give us something that we can talk about rather than me just presenting material to you. So I do expect to be going live on Instagram, and that's going to be coming up, if not today, in a couple of days. The only thing is that with my current setup, I don't think that I have a way to view the comments on live Instagram while I'm talking to you. And I don't have anyone here right now that can, read them to me. So if you were to ask me questions, it's kind of pointless since we can't have a back and forth on my Instagram feed at the moment. But I do expect to have someone that's going to assist me pretty soon, and hopefully that person will be, very useful in relaying those questions back and forth to me, so that while I'm live streaming, uh, you'll be able to get an interaction with me. So the question arose, what do we drink? Today is so hot. Uh, and a couple of my buddies, one had water, the other one had one of those sugary fruity drinks from Starbucks, and I don't drink those anymore. Um, so what I do drink when it's this hot and it's too hot to drink coffee, even cold brew coffee, because you really don't want all that caffeine right now with the heat. I found this really nice Sprite, and it's called, oh, I'm covering the name of it. It's called Limeade, and it's really good. It's very refreshing, and I highly recommend it. There are some flies flying around out here, really irritating the heck out of me. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and next weekend I do promise you that I'm going to find at least one participant so that on the Coffee Talk Saturday show for next weekend, we're going to be interviewing. I'm going to be interviewing at least one person, and I might even go live with that person on Instagram if they agree to it, and then you can participate by asking questions on the live stream, and that way you can be interviewing that person right along with me. Some questions that I want to ask this person is, what is it about coffee that they like other than the obvious effects of the caffeine? Because, when you really think about it, you can get the effects of caffeine that are in your coffee. You could get that in a pill. You could get that in an energy powder that you get from the vitamin store and kind of mix up in water. Uh, you could get that same effect uh, by a lot of different ways other than drinking coffee. And so it must be something else about the coffee other than the caffeine that people like. In fact, since a lot of people drink decaffeinated coffee, a lot of different methods. I know there's a Swiss water method, a sugar cane method. I don't understand any of those methods yet, but I will by next weekend. But there's a lot of different methods for making decaffeinated coffee, and people like each one of them. You find some people that like this method, some people that like that method, and so they still drink coffee even without the caffeine. So, what is it really that you like about coffee? Is it the taste? Is it the feeling? Is it the smell, the aroma? Does it all just draw you in? I mean, why do you drink coffee? That's the question. But like I said 5 minutes ago, I'm about to get out of here because these flies are flying around out here, some mosquitoes too, and I don't want to get ate up or nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and end this Coffee Talk Saturday session right now. Again, this is a Coffee Talk Saturday without coffee. I got Sprite instead. Thanks for watching. Please like or dislike. If you didn't like the video, just give it a thumbs down. I just want participation. That'll help us with the algorithm. And then also, if you haven't subscribed, if you did like the videos and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. I don't know where it is, but it's there. Hit it. We'll see you next week on Bryant Wilson Coffee Talk Live.